Ladies and gentlemen, Hard Nosed Derby Podcast. There's somebody out there that can suck the backside of my dick.
Hold on. We'll just start it like that.
I'm in.
You in? Well,
let's have one of these fucking episodes.
Yeah, Dalen was telling us last week about that beast. You know, he's got some PTSD. Can you smell it?
Ah, damn.
Well, I have the black and green beast that I just cracked open called Mean Green, so let's give it a taste test. You're not a Monster fan.
I could probably do that in a Jaeger bomb.
No.
Jaeger bomb?
No Jaeger bombs. Fuck that shit.
Some little bitch talking shit on Facebook got me booted. He knows who he is.
I don't know how many times you've actually been fucking like a 30-day suspension.
Yeah.
Did you do a 60-day once?
Yes.
You did a 60-day stint? How long's this one?
It wasn't bad. It was just 24 hours because Facebook, I think even fucking Zuckelturd fucking knew that he's a little bitch.
Yep, gonna be one of them fuckers. So the only thing you did was tell the truth.
100%.
The whole truth?
And nothing but the truth.
So help you God.
Yeah. I mean, I was just saying what everybody else was thinking.
This same person, I think, almost got launched off the backside of the bleachers at Pleasant Hill.
That's who he was bitching about this time.
Yes. He bitches about the same guy. But these same guys that show up to these shows get their sticks and leave their shit on the trailer.
Now, I know what's going to... You don't know the whole story. It's unfair tech. It's unfair this. Fuck me. With a roll of quarters. This shit happens. Like, if you want to call somebody out so fucking bad, take them out.
Correct.
Take them out. Like, I've had unfair tax before. I never loaded my shit on the trailer. I have loaded my car to Derby one fucking time. And that was because they said I was underbuilt. And it wasn't safe for me to run my car.
Correct. I don't know. It's just, you get a lot of these.
Well, and I understand that everybody wants a fair tax. I completely get that.
But the problem is that one said person has been drilled. He gets drilled at every show.
Yeah.
Multiple places.
I mean, fuck, the last excuse was he didn't show up on time.
He didn't show up to tech on time. God. Help us.
Well, I mean, and then some of the bitching that was going on there was over... They didn't look at some of the stuff on their own cars. What?
So what they're admittedly saying is that they cheated them. Admitted to cheating them, and they didn't get caught?
Whether they're admitting that or not, like, why in the fiddle fuck would you ever say that? I mean, I understand the point they were trying to get at, so I know they're going to try to come at me over that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand what you're saying. It's just fucking stupid.
Yes. Big time stupid.
I mean, I 100% understand what you're doing, what point you're trying to get across. I just think it's fucking ignorant.
The easiest way to do it is, okay, everybody past tech, y'all get a stick?
Get it on.
Get it the fuck on. Mm-hmm. In front of God and everybody. And if you want to fight afterwards, leave that right there on the track.
Or go to the pits and fucking...
Fuck that. Let that entire crowd that probably sees all this shit on Facebook too, let them witness it.
Yeah.
Right there in front of everybody. Okay? You didn't take enough ass whooping? Get it. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. All right, we can move on past that.
Ran over?
Yeah.
Ran over, okay.
Stamped. You little bitch.
Let's
jump. Is there any way to block him from even listening to this fucking thing? I don't even want his view.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, if you turn this on and you know who I'm talking about, and you're that person, turn it off.
Please. Now.
Too late.
So,
because I won't bring it back up.
Okay.
James Smith.
I got some shitty news this past weekend. Stanton SmackDown was this weekend at Stanton, Nebraska. Nebraska Derby guys, live streamed it. Cody and I were talking, Cody Pete, and I said, man, my plan is for next year to come back for both the shows. He said, well, there was some news dropped by Mr. Rob Baker, the owner of R&R Promotions. Border Wars is actually getting moved. One thing that we had talked about several times is that the people in Stanton are unreal. They're cool as shit. I mean, killer food.
I wouldn't fucking know.
Wolf's Den, well,
I heard there's like a badass little restaurant out there.
There is. It's called the Wolf's Den, and it is fucking killer. So, actually, Border Wars now is getting moved to Adel, Iowa. I think that's how you pronounce it, Adel. They're going to have the same show, same format. The hobo classes will be one and done instead of any type of heats or anything like that. I got told it was because it was more centrally located. Stanton isn't very far from Iowa, but I'm guessing getting it into Iowa, it shortens the drive for probably Minnesota guys, Missouri guys. Lengthens the drives a little bit for Nebraska guys, but probably about the same for the Minnesota guys. I got told that Adel is more family friendly. They've got water parks and other stuff to do, family deal, outside of just the Derby. So if you're going to partake, just go watch this show for 2 days, and you're not working on cars or doing whatever you got to do, you have something to do. Stanton is not very big, but like I said, it's a cool small town. Everybody is so friendly and so nice. You've got I think an 18-mile drive either way you go to do hotels, so I'm guessing maybe this is a little bit more acclimated for hotel coverage and rooms and such like that. I was kind of heartbroken when I got told that because that place is so cool. Good format. I mean, I wish I had the money to... I'm going to say it. I wish I had the money to handpick a team. Me and you had talked about that, off of everything. And I'm not saying that the team that went up this year or the last 2 years...
No, but if you could handpick who's going and what they were taking.
Minnesota showed up, without a doubt, to put in work. They took an ass whooping the year before. They said in their mind that they're not taking an ass whooping no more. And they didn't. I mean, when you add the guys that they had on the team, Colton Newhofflin, Bryce Lanu, I mean, that's stepping your game up. And it's not like the Iowa guys didn't have a load either. Go Matt, Isaac Wall, and you can sit there and you go on and on. But I'd like to take 20 bad dudes to go up just to rep for the state. And I wish I could say, hey, I'll take $3,500. I'm going to pay your entry fee. But you got to take this or carve your choice that I know you work well with and go up and get it on. But guess what? I ain't got $3,500 extra just laying around to go pay for a bunch of dudes.
Right.
So
that would be fucking wicked.
and I truthfully think if I was to name the 20, I think most everybody that knows anybody in the state of Missouri will probably agree with it. I mean, just like Julian Suter. Last year, Julian Suter from Platte City, Missouri, was the only guy from the state of Missouri that went and ran Border Wars last year. He goes back this year, runs it down, made it through the consi, goes to the main, a bolt or something fell through the carburetor. when they were getting it ready. So he didn't even fire it up. They just pushed it up on the trailer. He went home, put a clip on that bitch, and ran it this weekend at Stanton SmackDown. And run it down a second.
So shit like that.
Against
like
Jared Rolfe.
Like, what would that have done for the outcome of Border Wars?
Correct. Yeah, because
But you can sit here and what if everything today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, you could what ifs everywhere. Well, if that would have happened, if he would have kept the transmission in, or he wouldn't have lost a wheel, he wouldn't have lost an axle, or
What
he
if
didn't
I
have
wasn't
steering
just
wheel.
pounding this keyboard talking stuff like that.
Keyboard warrior, you are? It's on your phone, so it's not even really a fucking keyboard. You're just like a screen beater. Just
Thumb tapping.
thumb tapping.
They probably got the fucking sound on, too.
Well, I think to kind of listen to it, you probably got to have the sound on. Just throwing that out there, Holmes. Just throwing that out there.
I'm talking about the text sound. Every time you click the button.
Oh, Jesus.
But it'll be... I'm anxious to see what it does for that show.
To see if the change will affect the outcome of who's showing up. We'll see if everybody enjoys
I know
the city.
I didn't get to put eyes on it, but is it closer to us?
4 hours and 8 minutes.
Yeah, we're 6
Kind
hours.
of, kind of central.
We're 6 hours. We were 6 hours to Dead Nut, 6 hours to Stanton. So he's saving us a couple-hour drive. But like I said, I told Cody, Amelie's coming. I don't know, since your fucking work sucks.
Yeah, no shit. One of these days.
One of these days. Well, one of these days we're getting ready to fly for your first trip.
Like an eagle.
Yeah, that shit is all booked up. Hell, not only do we have Utah ready to rock, we went ahead and fucking spent the money and got South Dakota ready too.
Yep. We did not get to stay at the monument. That was sold out.
Yeah.
We're just straight north of there.
Yep. We're close. I think it's within 3 miles. So.
Yeah. So maybe we can get an Uber. Or just drive. Well, hopefully we'll take your truck.
Yeah.
I hope.
Me too.
But did you see the look on your wife's face when you told her to stay the fuck home?
Yes,
I guess I'll stay home. I was like, you're going to get your balls cut off as soon as you get to the house. I'm just...
Well, they would fix my fucking babysitter situation.
Because my wife has tried to help the babysitter situation during the day, but...
It has, yeah.
Not when that happens.
Not when I'm going to be gone.
I wondered if we could get like some of those hamster waters and shit.
Dog bowls with the instant feeders.
Yeah.
So Stanton SmackDown was this past weekend. Mobridge, South Dakota was this past weekend. As we're leading up to Utah and South Dakota show, Chris Williams he was on a 3-man team over there. Chris's team drew Calisota style. Chris Lancaster backed up in his caddy. Chris Williams thought he needed to go the same direction.
I saw that. It looked like he was standing up. See that nose?
Chris is kind of vertically challenged, but that's the thing. He did that the first shot. Broke his nose smooth. And you didn't know it until he got out, and he started then I could see him wiping his face, and I was like, oh, he bloodied his nose. And then the post was,
She broke.
she broke. He's a wrestler. I promise you that's not the first nose that he's ever broke. And it probably
That shit
won't.
still hurts.
It probably won't be, because he did it with the bridge of his helmet.
Well, there was a lot of movements that had to happen for him to get completely out of the car like that. Because I was like, shit, he's working on the car.
Is he the one that was in the TikTok videos and stuff, like getting ejected after?
Yeah, his
That was Chris Williams?
yes,
Oh, nice.
where his head hit the roof post,
I didn't
and
know that was Chris.
yeah, that was Chris.
Hell hit.
Oh, dude, it was yeah, it was solid. There's some of that what ifs, because I think if he wasn't pigeon toeing it, he was going to win that bitch by himself after his teammates went out. But just give it up to Chris for putting on a fucking show, boy.
Let's try staying in the car.
I think a lap belt would have at least helped a little bit.
Fuck a bungee cord.
Could you imagine the recourse when it's pulling you back into that fucking thing? But like I said, Chris is pretty vertically challenged. I didn't figure he'd ever.
End up out of the car like that?
No,
That shit was
I
wild.
figured he'd eat the steering wheel or something,
No, it was like he stood straight up when he was getting out of the car. And you could see, like, as soon as he got out, he was back in.
Oh, yes.
He was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be out here. This is not where I want to be.
You can't park there. Oh, God. A little bit of the local stuff. Dude, they had 90 some fucking figure 8 cars the other night for Lucky Sevens.
Yeah.
And we keep saying it, we want to go. And on that post we made a couple weeks ago.
My dumbass, I should have went last weekend. Like, I wasn't doing shit. I didn't know that my evening was freed up Saturday until it did.
Until it did. But there were some guys that were like, hey, man, what about covering some figure 8 stuff? We know that, Crash does it, and, because of the Lucky 7 stuff, the only thing we do really cover is derbies. And I understand they do hit, but that's not their sole purpose. Their sole purpose is not to go out there and just fuck shit up.
And I'm not dogging anybody on the figure 8 stuff. I just am not.
I want to watch it.
Yeah.
I want to watch it in person one time.
And I'm just not. I don't want to see race.
I haven't been to a race. I didn't go to a race at all last year, and I haven't been to one this year either.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, fuck off. Twice.
So they had that. Palmyra
Yep.
had their show.
Give it up to Zach O'Neill.
Yes, sir. And
Dakota.
the old co-host.
Yep. Dakota, number 77.
It's done.
Say it's done.
You can blame that on Zach. That was the last shot.
Yeah, well, it was the last 2 or 3 fucking shots.
Yeah.
And that last shot, he backed. I thought he's going to go way back
And
there.
Dakota was like, fuck it.
Take it. He didn't even break it. He didn't break a stick. He said he wanted to junk it.
Yep. He said the little 355 that wouldn't quit.
Yep. Even when the hitters are pointing at his balls.
Yeah.
Because
You
that's
see the way
about
it
how
went,
high
though?
it
It's
was.
perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Picture perfect the way it knows.
Looked like from the boxes forward was still fucking straight. It
Yeah.
just did what it's supposed to do back there.
Yeah.
And he gave a big shout out to, Justin and all the guys that helped him.
Yeah, because Justin, he don't know anything.
He don't know
about
shit.
this stuff.
No, not no
Shit.
Fords. But like I said, Zach, I think that's 2 derbies in a row he's won. And 2 complete different builds, 2 complete different cars.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, because he was in his Cadillac, wasn't he?
Yep. And then he was in the Ford in
Yeah.
Shelbina.
Everybody sleeps on that dude.
Yeah, you shouldn't,
No.
because we've talked about it. That bitch can drive.
Yeah, and you never know where he's going to be. Because he's one of those dudes that'll just pop up.
Fuck, he might be in Arkansas next week.
By
You just
himself.
never know. He's like, oh yeah, I saw this, so I just took off.
Yeah.
I just had a little bit of fixing to do, and I just said, fuck it. Come on, old lady, let's go.
Because we've seen him in Paris. I mean,
I've seen him at Paris, Shelbina, fucking
Yeah.
Lewistown, Cahokia.
yeah.
I've seen him making everywhere. But it's cool, because he's such a fucking good dude. Except for that fucking gay bun he's got on the back of his head right now to tuck
cracks
it into
me
his
'cause
fucking
the dude
helmet.
just sits around and grins all the time.
Like I said, he sit there and smoke a cigarette under a welding mask,
Yeah.
welding wheel centers in one hand, lean it up against the car.
Yep.
Where everybody else is 2 hands, try to be steady. Zach just,
That's not even work to him anymore.
no, he's just chilling.
I mean, we talked to Junior about, all the rust patching and stuff that Zach's done. It's just crazy.
Didn't he say like 40 hours
Something
of
crazy like that.
floor welding and panels and shit? He's a good dude to have on your side.
For sure.
Let's put it that way. And he is one of those dudes that
Now, I think they had a weak street stock count. It looked like there was only 3 cars there.
3.
Yeah, it was
Colt Doyle,
Colt Doyle, G-Rob, and Pork Chop.
Oh. How'd that turn out? Because I didn't
order.
see that one.
That order.
That order?
Yep.
G-Rob, Colt?
No,
Colt, G-Rob, and
G-Rob and
Chop.
Chop.
It looked like G-Rob might have hurt some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure what he broke, but I think he broke some stuff.
Probably ain't the first time G-Rob's broke some shit. Probably ain't gonna be the last.
They were trying to get it on. I mean, but they all know how to drive and build them cars, and they know each other's game plans. But they went out there as friends, but on the track, it didn't matter.
That's the thing about Colt. Colt's brother runs with him, and I promise you, Colt will clear the clip off his shit on case the same way. He did it with Grant Bowling. I mean, that's just what it is. He's the nicest guy you will ever meet.
Oh, yeah.
And people think I'm full of shit when I say that. He is not. He is the nicest, most true blue dude that you can ever meet. Until you get out there, and he will fuck you up and not think twice about it. Get done, go have a beer in the back.
Yep.
That's just the way it is.
Well, I still say, what was it? Was it Metal Mayhem, where him and his brother went, and Rob and Trey and Teddy and all them? Where'd they go that last big show? It was one of the qualifying shows to go to
Pecatonica.
Yes. And that shot where he went up on top of that car, he wasn't going for that car. His brother was the first one going to be taking a hit. He put that bitch in reverse and said, And you see it. There's a video of it from the skid steer operator sitting in that skid steer, and all you see is Doyle coming at you. And right as he gets there, he barely clips the very point of his brother's car, and then just right up on top.
I promise you, watching those shows gives Andrew Jennings PTSD like a motherfucker.
Poor guy.
Poor little guy. But that's what the sport is. You get so many guys that they want to make everything personal. The true guys to the sport, nothing is ever personal unless somebody else makes it personal. And then their little devil on one shoulder and angel on the other, that devil is over there kicking the shit out of the angel for about 2 weeks. So somebody gets their shit pulled down, puts their plates on it, whatever they got to do, put a tranny in it, and then their main goal is to ruin somebody's night. Same person that's probably made the shit personal. But once that personal is done, that true blue guy, then he's done for that point in time. Until somebody makes it personal again. And then it's all downhill.
Leave it on the track.
Yep. Yeah. Had a couple shows over in Illinois this week.
Yeah.
Another leg of the Southern Number 9 tour.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Back up. Just touch.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
My brother-in-law went to Palmyra.
Yep.
Mikey.
Pulled out a second.
In the PT Loser?
And he pulled out a second in the truck class.
There was only one truck. Full size. There wasn't no mini.
250, F-250.
And those little
An
bastards.
F-250 against a PT Loser?
Yep.
And those little bastards went after it like a bunch of pecker gnats. That truck
Really?
that truck got fucked.
Mikey got second. Baker. Garrett Baker.
Yeah.
He got first.
No. Mikey's buddy that went with us to
No,
Whistler.
he won the gun gun.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he got.
Yeah, Mikey turned around and ran 2 classes.
Yeah, and then Mikey got third in the gut go. And Willie, Slick Willie, he got first in Mad Dog. They brought back
In his van?
They brought $2,500 back.
Good for them. Good for them.
I think damn near all the money out of the small class, the gut and go and the truck class, I think every bit of it come back to Shelby County.
Yeah, except for Cody Meyer got the, I think, the truck class. First in truck class. But got the
Okay.
truck, I think. with his van with no back doors.
I
No
did see
sliding-
that.
no
No
sliding
sliding
doors.
back doors.
And everybody in the pits was like, that cage belongs in a mod car.
That cage probably came from a mod car. We're kind of in rant mode right now. Well, somebody is. Somebody has kind of brought to light of maybe Palmyra needs to regroup. It's not like it used to be, a couple, 2-3 years ago. They have cars out the ass for their August show, and how many?
30.
30-ish, some cars
Yeah.
showed up for a payout like they're doing, which I do know Dakota stepped down.
Right.
So that kicked them in the nuts.
Well, and they just don't have the text that they had.
Correct.
I mean,
You got Jake. Well, they had Jake and Tyler Verdon.
And everybody
So your
said,
compacts and your gut and goes were covered.
right. But I don't know.
I can't remember who this
I don't know if Jake, if that's something he's interested in even doing long term now that he's hooked up with.
MJC.
Yeah.
Somebody said MJC needs to take it next year.
Good luck.
Some of the JC members, even themselves,
Well,
over there.
from what I've seen it transitioning into, and it can get back to him because I don't care anyway. That shit was turning into an Eddie Neff derby,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't work with that fucking guy.
Nope.
I don't dislike him as a person.
Just not as a businessman.
Nope.
I didn't see him there.
He was there.
And I'm
If he
not-
wasn't there, he had some minions there.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and I'm not saying that he's a bad person at all, so don't take it that way. I just, the way he tried to have me under his thumb
Mm-hmm.
the whole time I was there, he was acting like I was a fucking idiot
Yeah.
and had never done that shit before. Because, that's what I kept trying to tell him. I was like, dude, if it fucking fails, it's zero sweat off your nuts.
Correct. They're still going to make their money off their cook's shack, their beer garden. They're going to do all that shit.
And I was covering the fucking paths because
Yep.
I never did their fair show.
No. Nope.
I went and helped. But he was even trying to do that whenever he wasn't even a part of the shit. Like I'd rented the grounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. They're,
And that's what a lot of people, and like I said, I'm not cutting anybody down because like I said, it's no sweat off my nuts right now anyway. You have to watch who you're working with when you take these shows on. Because people don't realize how much them background people affect what's going on up front.
they're moving pawns around when they don't need to be.
Fucking
Trying to
hell.
get that checkmate to get you to bend over to do whatever they want.
Right.
That's you can't do that and not make it work. You got fair boards such as Shelbina,
They don't
Shelby
fuck.
County Fair Board. They
As long as everything's good, like insurance wise and shit.
they don't care.
No.
You'll get those good fair boards, but then you'll get those pain in the ass ones. And a lot of times the pain in the ass ones, they don't make it anymore. That's when you get those 16, 20, 24, 30 car derbies, which is over in an hour. But they drag it on for 2.5 so they can sell more food and more beer. But that person that's leaving that stand, they don't give a shit about going back.
Nope.
Don't care. They're like, nah. I'll never come back to this. That's why Shelbina progressed from what
Hey,
they
man,
had
this
10
show
years
only
ago.
lasts 2 hours. It only lasts 2 hours.
But it's going to be a badass 2 hours.
Yes.
Period. Not, well, we need a 30-minute intermission.
No.
We need a 15-minute intermission.
People
Hey,
hate that shit.
oh, yes.
I
Yes.
know I've heard of everybody. Well, some of these guys are doing that for the kids. No, they're not. No, they're
No.
not.
The only thing that they want is that mom or that dad to put a $20 bill in that kid's pocket.
Yeah.
Go get you a cheeseburger and a soda and bring me me and your mom back a cheeseburger and a hot dog and 2 more sodas. And then Hey, babe, I'm thirsty. You want to go get us a couple beers? That's the only way it works. And it comes back to it. It's all about Benjamins.
Yeah, and then, like I said, you lose people over that shit.
Yep. Hitting on Southern number 9.
Yep.
There were some hurt feelings over there. Bub calls him our problem child. But here's the deal.
My deal is like, is he really even looking for that anymore?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just wide open.
I mean, he's hitting everything on the track.
Everything.
You know, I did see somebody with EPB spray painted on their hood.
I saw that too.
I think it was on camera.
I don't know how that works out for him. I really don't. Because on another car, it's got Camry Killer on the bumper.
From the sound of his Facebook post, it looked like it worked out all right.
It did. It did. They had a show over in Minden, Illinois, and that was Adams County Fair on Tuesday.
Yes.
And then they went to Mount Sterling, Illinois on Saturday.
Which was
State Fair, right? Or is that coming up?
That was the
That's
Adams
coming up.
County Fair.
Adams County.
Was Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the second one at Mount Sterling? It was a county fair too.
It was, yeah.
I'm sure Millwood County too.
On Adams County, I watched it. What was it, 25 bucks?
Yeah.
I watched it, $25, right from the living room. It was done by 9:30.
Fucking A.
Fucking A, bud.
Now, see, that's how you do an actual like fair derby.
Yes.
Because now they go to the fair.
Oh, yeah. And it's not like, I mean, they had 60, 62 cars
No, what they did was what people want done.
on a Tuesday night.
Yes, sir.
Vans and the mini trucks. Andy Parrish, which he's run over at Paris and a lot of our stuff. He won in a minivan against Mike Brown and Brian Brown in SUVs.
Man, those Brown boys were getting it.
Yes, Dylan Patrick, full send, got fourth. Mike Brown was the mad dog.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Oh yeah,
Mike Brown
Yeah.
was getting it.
We've got to circle back to Palmyra to give a couple more people a shout out on that.
Lane Epinson and Jason Epinson and the Bro brothers, Colton and Dalton, were the only 4 street stocks they had. When they pulled out, I figured Jason would have been a handful. He got the bumper over the concrete and got stucketed.
I hate that.
Dude, the front wheel drive hobos over there. Oh my God.
Nasty.
Nasty, wide open, full
Our Clayton
tracks.
was late.
Well, he ran the compacts instead of the gut and goes or hobos. Zach Frutig, XYZ, pulled out another win. Austin Lindsay, second. Wyatt Fink, third. Zach Jones, fourth. Wyatt Fink got the Dominator. Mod Compacts. I don't know how they picked this.
Fucking Showtime shows up part-time.
Andy White ended up winning because Clayton destroyed everything.
Everything.
For second. Jesse Howell and John Waite made a little, both mutual hits stuck. So they split third and fourth. Dominator went to Clayton and Jesse Howell. That's that mixed emotions. And Jesse Howell was driving hard. I'm not saying he wasn't. He wasn't fucking around either. But the shots that Clayton was laying were just devastating. And
Strategic.
there was some butthurtness over that deal.
Well, that's because the shit's cheated. Every show he goes to,
Oh, he's cheated.
all of his shit's cheated. He's got the judges in his fucking back pocket.
Yep.
And fuck, I could win everywhere I went if I showed up late and paid off all the judges and tax. You know what? That's why the fuck I haven't been winning.
It's because you started from the front side, not the back side.
I learned something today. I just had an epiphany.
Epiphany?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yeah, oh God.
Yeah, I gotta start. I gotta start taking more cash with me to these shows.
One really good class at Menden was the hobo big cars.
I heard.
James Kitchell brought out a square body Lincoln. That was right. Nathan Kunkel run second. Jaden Hevner pulled his shit down.
Yeah, which he had talked about stripping.
Correct. Yeah, I think somebody talked him into just doing what he could do. Damon Miller fourth. That's the thing when I'm positive these guys are really close together in points. I think Damon's leading it. Jaden, I think, is right there, really close. So, if you are running for that point setting,
You gotta be there.
Correct. I don't give a fuck if your shit is horrible and somebody's got to push you onto the track. You got to get those show up points if he's got them. You know, you've got to get the place points. And
Well, we've said it time and time again. You can't place if you don't show up.
that'd be right. That be right. But then they turn around and they go to Brown County Fair. Mike Brown, Brian Brown, Dylan Patrick, and Zach Jones. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Blake Lubrick in an S10.
Ooh.
That was looked like you dropped it off of a cliff.
What did we say the other day? We wanted to go up to Alaska, wherever that is, where they jumped the fuckers off the cliff.
That's what that son of a bitch looked like. Dominator was Brian Brown. Your front wheel drive hobos, Wyatt Fink, pulled out the win. Little John, fifth. Dominator was Clayton. Hobos did a little flip flopping. Nathan Kunkel won it. James Kitchell second. So them two flip flop. Derek Cleeden, I'm sure he was LS and then 5-speed shuffling. Big old boy. And third, Mark Lindsay. Fourth, Dominator was
Speaking of those
Cody
cars,
Clendenny.
there's all them cars with trophies on them.
with the
White
trophies.
Finks and,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Street stocks over there. G Rob first, Colt Doyle second, Tyler Hill third, Chop fourth, and Jason Epson fifth. Dominator goes to the G Rob.
Imagine
So they did a little switching. So I'm guessing he didn't quite tear up as much maybe Friday.
Maybe he tore it up Saturday, and I was late on the punch on that.
Late on the Peonch.
Oh, Gary?
Yeah.
But I didn't. That's that. There's so many shows.
Well, let me jump back to Palmyra for a second.
Okay.
Little Monroe City boys pulled out the compact stuff over there.
Camden Uplinger.
Camden Uplinger and Dalton.
Heatherton.
Heatherton.
Yes, sir.
Now, was that compacts or
Yes,
that
sir.
was?
Mod Complex.
Yep. I think Dalton pulled out the Dove. Yeah, I think it was him. I think he won it.
Well, I was busting somebody's chops at Shelbine. He was sitting there and he hollered at me. I was Cam, what the fuck are you doing? He said, what? I said, why are you on this side of the stands? I don't have it done yet. He said, I've sold all my race stuff. I said, okay,
Smart.
that's good. I said, where are you taking it? He said, I don't know. It all depends on, when I get it done because he's having a baby, getting married. Life is
Lifing.
upon him. So that's good that he got it finished. Went over there. We've talked about Camden before. That hell, we didn't see him for a year and a half, and then he showed up and run a second, and then you don't see him for another year, and then he shows up 2 or 3 shows right in a row and cashes a check at all 3 of them. So, boy can drive. I'm not gonna say he can't because he can drive, even if it's one of the fucking front wheel drive pieces of shits. I've tried to talk him into going to a big car, but I don't think he wants to do that either.
It's not, I don't know that it's not that he doesn't want to. He's got all of his compact stuff.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
correct. Yeah. Yeah, he's got that. He doesn't have to keep buying.
Fuck.
Unless somebody's always wanting to trade. But you always see the compact guys wanting to trade up, but you never see a big car guy wanting to trade down.
It's because they're smart.
How many, I'm just throwing this out there. How many compact guys do you see other than Josh Gordon, Gary Linhoff, and Kyle Boss? How many 30-year-old and plus compact drivers do you ever see? Ronnie Pickens. But that's like guys who have been in the game for so long, they realize it's time to get out because them little fucking things hurt you. I mean, Danny Hobbs, I don't think he's that.
You forgot our number one fans. There's a few of them that are a little older than 30.
You know.
Yeah, solo boys.
But I seen a picture the other day floating around on Facebook of you sitting in the fucking car.
I got a Snapchat of that son of a bitch the other day.
So, are you an honorary solo boy?
That was,
He even had the Detroit lean going too.
He did.
I had to because I couldn't get in the fucking car.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Those cars aren't meant for big people. People keep telling me they want to see me, and I said, "Fat boys don't get
You
small
all
cars."
remember the Rob Hewer run compact one time?
Yeah, but that's Rob Hewitt.
He can get under the bus too.
So where's those pictures?
Yeah.
That's what we need to
Wait a
know.
minute.
Where's those Rob Hewer pictures?
Those Rob Hewitt pictures of the compact Pride were still printed on the stone.
I ain't no shit. Somebody probably had to carve them out of a rock.
I ain't getting that fucking Snapchat. That's on YouTube, bitches. I'm not getting that one. I'll take a lot of them, but I'm not going to take that one. Because the next time you walk through the pool house door, as soon as the door opens to slide, you're going to get hit with something.
I will say, though, he's got him a nice, pretty Elvis pink Cadillac.
He does.
And that post has blown up.
Kelly wants it.
Somebody said they wanted to see Trey and Rob or Rob and Teddy doing Elvis impersonations driving, and then somebody said that Kelly's like, "I'll do Dolly Parton." They thought it was Dolly Parton's pink Cadillac, so she's like, "That's my Cadillac." She's like, "You find out that it was actually owned by her at any
You know
time?"
what's crazy?
The DP.
You know what's crazy? Is I used to buy beer from the guy that drove that car.
What?
You know where everybody got their beer? You know, just some old boy in a pink Cadillac.
That is true.
No. No. But I never got caught. Then.
Back
Well,
then,
that's
they
what I
didn't
was
care.
always told to tell him. That's where I got my beer.
Oh, you didn't see that pink Cadillac just go through town? Yeah.
Back when you were drinking, Derek, the sheriff probably went and bought for you.
No, but I will say this.
He drank with you.
Nope. If they confiscated it, they confiscated it. They didn't dump that shit out.
Oh no!
That motherfucker went to their beer fridge. I promise you.
But I didn't have no. They didn't take it back to their cooler. They took my fucking cooler too. I had just iced down 2 cases of natural light, and I was 16 years old. Cop whipped in there. I said, "I'll dump it out." And he said, "Or I'll just take you to jail." I was like, "Here's the cooler. Where do you want it at?"
I watched 12 cases get dumped out on the bottom of East Hickory by the car wash.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's...
There was literally beer running down Main
Foam
Street.
River. Like you drove
Yes,
through
sir.
there, you had to swear your vehicle
Yes, sir.
smelled like it.
Boy, did that get off the motherfucking railroad track in a hurry.
Man, we're gonna have to start another podcast for Side Story. I feel like Family Guy in this bitch. Fucking flashback. Cutaways.
Cutaways.
I don't even remember what the fuck we were talking about.
Give it up to Austin and his crew.
There you go. Let's go there.
And all the guys who just showed up and just went berserk.
They're keeping that Southern 9.
They are. They're keeping... You know, they didn't have the... They've got more shows than they had last year.
I can contest to that shit firsthand. The more shows you have, the less cars you got.
Correct. But they're
You
spreading the
can't
love.
You can't expect everybody to be ready every show.
No.
But you look at the ones they're getting, they're that
Quality.
area where
It's quality.
it's quality. But everywhere they're running a show is where he would have ran, where Terry would have been.
Oh, yeah.
And the area they run, it's taking that corridor. So
And it's all building up to September 9th.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's going to be a bad motherfucker.
Which sounds like we got the green light the other day. I don't know if I talked to
Yeah,
you
I
since
think you
then.
did, but you kind of fucking. No, he didn't ghost me. It was one of those, hey, we got offered for this. What? How are we going to make that shit happen?
I don't know. I don't know what to make it happen yet. But we'd be there.
I just didn't want to have any idea of being there a day earlier.
Right. Well, it is what it is. Would you all be interested in doing something live? I'm like, well, fuck, we ain't never done it, but yeah, we'd be interested in it for sure. I mean,
We
Macho Nachos ask you something. You don't try that shit.
That's right, because them fucking shrimp tacos are the fucking bomb.
first time I tried them last year, and I was like, Derek, what's good? He's like, go to Macho Nacho. I was like, okay, what's good? He's like, shrimp tacos. He's like, shrimp tacos. If they don't have them,
It's
fucking
crazy.
wait for them.
It's crazy. Mine and Cole's relationship started whenever the first year I went to Blizzard Bash. I was looking for a room, and he held my room on good faith. You know how whenever the first time I went out there, I didn't know nothing about fucking PayPal or none of that bullshit.
Correct.
He was like, "You bring me cash money whenever you get it. You
Yep.
have this room deal." And we talk several times a year now. And now that I'm putting on that Mother's Day Madness next year.
Cole needs to have that food truck
Yes, sir.
all up in it.
Yes, sir. I'm thinking about putting him on the track.
Drive through.
That'd give a whole new meaning to drive through.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Cole.
To get your order of shrimp tacos, you must push the guy out of your way.
But
But we can use that for a test run
yes, sir.
for the weekend after.
Yes, sir. So I think we're gonna show up there. Man, it'll be a good time. I might catch my first case. Pleasant Hill, Illinois.
First case of what?
Top or bottom.
Hopefully, you guys will come get me out just as soon as it happens.
So I guess I'm going to have to pay bring cash.
Yes, it'd just be a misdemeanor.
Here's the thing. It's only a misdemeanor if you get caught.
True that. I'll tell them they were trying to steal
It's a
PJ's
felony
truck.
if you get caught. Just FYI, I'm off to be able to go to P Hill. So
He stole PJ's truck. I watched him.
Yeah, I had to stop it. Well, he wasn't even. PJ's not even here. Yeah, but he was talking about it.
He said he was on his way to get it. That's all I know.
Why are your pants off? It's like a run faster through the fire.
and nobody wants to fight a naked guy.
I said it was electrical. It was totally electrical.
This episode's swirling.
Oh, Jesus. Boy, we started on track.
No,
Son of a bitch, did we get off in a fuck? No, we didn't. I'm not going to lie, guys. This started not even close to what we said we were going to start it. Not very many times he starts from the back, from the start.
Yeah.
It might lead up to that.
I'm sorry, this motherfucker got me kicked off Facebook.
Is it because of that, or is it because you told me I could come back for an episode?
Maybe that's what it was.
But killer job on the Illinois side. Them guys are leading up to September 9th. 7,500 to win Street Stock Show.
I'm anxious to get in that lineup where we're going to try to do this live deal. Drag some of these guys in while they're waiting on tech.
Yeah.
And we can really hammer them on that because they're running next week.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's not like they're giving up anything. And, if they don't want to talk to us until after they get their stick, that's fine too.
Because,
Well, I know how you are whenever you go up there to the tech line. Like, whenever I head up there, like, especially, I know that that's not a big show, but it's a big show.
$7,500 to win is a big fucking show.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct. It's just
So
at a
like
county
whenever I was going
fairgrounds.
through tech at Whiskey City, I didn't want a bunch of motherfuckers over there.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to talk to me, joke around.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not two guys, one of them drunk, that have a podcast. Like I didn't want that right now. Because there's the serious side of me that like the people that listen to this, they don't get to see. You know, like whenever we were going to Whiskey City, whenever we were pulling up there, I was focused on what the fuck was going on.
Oh, yeah.
What I needed to tell them to justify doing what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So to have somebody over there, you know, fucking with them, because that's what I do to people. Like everybody knows this. Like, I'm on somebody's ass, giving them shit.
But most of that time, those guys are seasoned. It's not their first rodeo. They've been through those tech lines hundreds of times. They know exactly how to word it in their sleep.
Right.
This is why I did it.
Well, and they're focusing on the same tech they've been running.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whenever I went out to Whiskey City, I'd never been through that tech line. I didn't know what they were going to say.
Correct.
I didn't know how they were going to look at what I did, which it all turned out good.
Oh,
Fucking killer. Like I said, I still.
And to get told you had the cleanest built Mopar out there.
That was the only one. So there's that. It's like being a dwarf among midgets,
Correct.
something like that.
You're 2 fucking inches taller. That's the only difference. But I'm gonna do everything in my power before September 9th to get Austin back on with us.
Yes.
Whether if we got to go over to his non-cell phone having ass,
Right.
or he comes to us, because we know he has zero cell phone service at his.
You know, and
his
we're working
place.
on this new thing, you know, with the drone where we can.
I know somebody's got a drone.
Don't know.
No, we don't
No,
need to
no
do that.
drones. Because I want to get that broken down, and then we'll be there for that weekend, priming for the weekend after Salt Lake City, Utah. I know we've got one guy that's going to meet us up there as well. Avid listener. He ran at Wasatch County the other day. Got busted in the tech line. And we're going to get him on. We're because Wasatch and Salt Lake are 2 separate promoters. One light well build, one light well build on triple steroids.
Did you see Justin Broadhead's post about the car?
The one that he's selling?
Yeah.
Yes.
I texted him and I was like, dude.
I knew where that was fucking going.
I was like, man, I may never get an opportunity to come back out there. And he's like, $6,500, you take it home with you. I was like,
That's a fucking dude. That's a deal.
it's a fucking smoking deal. I was trying to get him to say, like, $1,200, you can rent it. And I'd be like, well, fuck, pull it there. Let's run it through tech. I'll go take my ass whipping in Utah.
He's an hour. He's an hour from it.
Oh, I know. He told me, he's like, no, dude, just come out Wednesday and you can help me finish it. And I'm like, oh, dude.
I can't even get your fucking ass to get out there Thursday.
Yeah, but you don't have a fucking car that I could run in Utah on Saturday. I might be able to squeeze that into my schedule.
I see where I rate on this fucking list.
You won't even let me drive your golf cart.
The last dude who drove my golf cart tried to kill some motherfucker.
I did not.
You did run over a good promoter.
I didn't run over him. I hit him and he moved. I did not run over him. And he moved.
Hard enough it broke my windshield.
It did not.
Did too.
You're just not telling me this?
Yeah, because I just saw it like a week ago.
And it wasn't because of
Oh,
these big bad-
bullshit. I have promised you I have never hit a building or a person. My kids haven't hit a building or a person. You're the only dude that has ever hit a building or a person.
I didn't hit a building.
But you hit a person.
But it didn't hit a building.
Your son did take a tree.
He hit a
out
tree,
of it.
Okay.
but he didn't hit it there.
We don't know that.
He did fuck my bumper up, though.
Need a pointy on that bitch.
Wonder if I can have Gage make me a short one.
Call Aaron Harrington.
Yes. I need like
Help Bill Skiles had a pointy on his.
on his golf cart.
Yeah.
Didn't he have headers too?
I don't know if he had headers. I know for a fact.
I can just
That he had a
hear.
pointy.
I can just hear that little motor with the header.
No, he had like the fucking Power Wheels headers.
No, up on the.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna message Gage and get me a fucking bumper. But it's
He
gonna have,
cheated. How do you even be able to pull it on the ground?
Canopy's got too big of tubing.
People be straight up scared of the fucking golf cart.
them scary bumpers. Them scary bumpers.
Now, is that an Amish pointer or a regular pointer? Sorry, I can't read a fucking table.
Oh, we're getting back the fuck off track.
It's 202 and 5 lines.
That was a strong 8. What the fuck is a strong 8?
Strong 8.
Light 3/4.
Oh, Jesus.
Cut the line.
Split it in thirds.
Oh, my. So,
I'm ready to get to fucking Utah.
I'll wave from here. Enjoy your flight.
you could watch it on Full Contact TV.
Yes, sir.
That is true.
Yes, so.
If anybody wants to see our goofy asses,
Salt Lake City, September
So-
16th.
Are you all helping announce this thing, or just doing like?
we actually get to
live.
get on the live feed.
Just
Well,
like I did for Nebraska Derby.
Yeah. Like he did.
So
Because he's a fucking loser.
I don't know if I want to see him on live TV.
I'm gonna give you one of those shirts that says I'm not getting it. But
20 bucks is 20 bucks.
Oh god.
Here's that is the thing.
Hot dog looking for a hallway.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. What we do here is us. What we do out in person
It's different.
is different. When it's time to be business,
Right.
we can be business. So when you're sitting on that live feed, you're watching these shows and you want to say, dude, that fucker just got wrecked. You can't say that. So your brain has to process shit a little bit faster to say what you're meaning without saying it. So,
But I can say it's Sunday.
yes, say it Sunday as soon as we land and we finish that podcast because
We gotta
John,
record this bitch on the fucking
I was just
airplane.
getting ready to say we should totally record on the way back.
Do it. Just find you a couple of
Oh,
headsets.
turbulence.
That would be wicked. No, because Steven would be freaking out, and so would you.
Well, we might not get to sit by each other anyway. So.
I can see the cords now.
Excuse me.
one's in aisle 21, the other one's in aisle 33. Hey, fuck!
I'm gonna try to get in good with the pilot. Maybe I can grab that motherfucker.
This is your
Oh,
captain
Lord.
speaking.
No. Like I said the other day, remember Soul Plane? You are not Snoop up eating gay man's fucking mushrooms. You're not doing it. No. It's gay man!
But I'm ready to get out there. I'm just so ready to check out these builds.
Yes.
Because we're a month out,
Right on it.
roughly. I think
This coming weekend will be a straight month.
I'm ready to get out there.
We have
ready
a-
to get into Johnny's shop.
We have a driver's list that we can't say yet
Yeah.
until he gives 100% confirmation that we can launch it. So I'm going to guess it probably won't come out until
I would say the week after.
the Thursday launch, right before, I would
Hopefully.
say. Some of them, some of the guys on the list, I wouldn't think that they would go out there. Some of them are normals out there all the time, always support Stern Dirt. But I'm telling you, dude, this fucking thing is going to be, Yeehaw.
Oh, we're gonna blow the top off that bitch. I'm gonna throw a match in Salt Lake whenever we leave. They can rebuild. Because I'm gonna burn that motherfucker down. It'll look like Gatlinburg did a few years back.
But man, y'all can
Hold on.
hear.
Don't be saying that shit. We're gonna have enough trouble getting you through TSA. as it
Word.
is.
Word.
Any metal in your body?
No.
Yes, I have a lot. But I get through it every time.
Yeah.
Because my shit's titanium.
I look like a fucking serial killer on my license.
Well, you're going to have to show
Hold on,
that.
have you got a beard on your license?
Yes.
You should shave baby face.
Oh, fuck you. That'd make it even
No,
worse.
we would never get to fly. This motherfucker would just be stuck in fucking security.
I'll meet y'all out there.
Cocaine and Red Bull, here it comes.
As you all see me fly past you.
He's going to end up with a cavity search.
Hopefully.
That's not a prostate exam.
Oh,
I say
just
10
like-
fingers. Maybe I meant 3.
Just a normal trip to the dentist.
Swallow, Derek. Swallow. Swallow.
That's what my dentist said. Oh, I got my hair cut the other day. And I was like,
Careful.
is this where I take my pants off?
I hope not, because Shelby cut your fucking hair.
My uncle stuck his head in his door. He's like, fuck it, I don't want a haircut anymore.
My future nephew-in-law. But as you guys can hear, you can hear some excitement. And we've said it for so long, there is killer shit coming up, and it's getting there faster.
Well, we actually got to talk about a little bit of it today. You know, like
Yeah.
the border war shit going on. Like, this is the stuff that I was ready to get into. Got another guest next weekend.
Uh-huh. Don't know. We'll talk here after this. It's going to happen, just not sure what day.
Well, it can't happen Saturday because I'll be on the water.
You will be on the water. Fuck.
This Saturday?
Float trip.
Do you want an excuse to have a hangover?
Yeah, especially.
Why'd you ever have to have an excuse before?
Well, this is just
Hey,
added fun. I got a cantina I'm filling up with, it holds 2 fifths.
Oh my Christ.
Yeah, and I'm going to fill it full of apple pucker.
Do you understand? This is a company foot trip, right?
Yeah.
Do you understand who his
Team building
boss?
exercise.
Do you understand who his boss is?
Uh-huh.
I can promise you, he ain't gonna be worth shit for the next week.
Joke's on him. I ain't worth fuck.
Well, I did see some of your spray jobs.
Shut up. Shut his
Shut up. But we got some shit aired. Got some shit aired out that needed to be aired out. Like I said, we've got some. We're gonna have some good guests the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Got a lot of good feedback from Dalen's episode. Thank you all. Appreciate that.
It helps when you got a builder, a driver,
And now Tech.
and a tech all in one. I have a feeling if next week's episode guy would ever be a tech, it wouldn't be good.
Right. Speaking of which, I'm going to bring the techs to light here pretty quick for Mother's Day Madness. And I think I'm going to drop the tech list, or who's going to be teching on here, but I think I'm going to bring one of them in with me to do a little talking about what he's wanting to see happen in making.
Correct.
Because the payouts, the more I keep talking to people, the more these fucking payouts keep going up. I'm not going to put a dollar amount on it, but it's going to be a lot.
It's going to be worth running.
Yeah.
You know,
Because I've told everybody since I started even talking about this again, I want to see close to that $25,000 mark on payouts.
done 27 once.
Mm-hmm.
I threw up for 3 days.
You covered it.
Still threw up for 3 fucking days. Just like September 9th is 40. So
We could have covered that too, though.
it's doable. It's doable. It's scary, but it's doable.
Uh-huh.
You know, so just hang up with us. Keep listening. Keep downloading. We're enjoying the fuck out of this ride. Sometimes we,
It's starting to get fun again.
yeah,
It hit a little dead spot there, and both of us were like, fuck, we gotta go do this podcast.
just like there's a derby on Saturday. I really want to go to it, but I don't really want to go to it.
I'll pay your way if you go.
There you go.
Listen to this motherfucker.
You can ride down with me.
Son of a bitch.
I'll even let you drink. I don't give a shit.
Fuck around.
I'll even take you to the driver's meeting.
The only
No. Do not take me to the driver's meeting, especially if I'm drinking. Because I'll be going to jail in motherfucking Montauk County.
Alan Brown will be there to keep Betty out.
Word.
Game on.
I'm just going to snap him now and just say, hey, can you make sure you bring extra cash with you, please, sir? But yeah. So, I'm going to wait on you. You going to do it again, Jimmy? You ain't going to do it again?
I was waiting on it.
I was waiting, so keep the downloads happening, dude. You guys are making this thing grow. I haven't even looked this week how many countries now, but I know it's more. I didn't know we were a fucking thing in Russia.
They really like us over there. Or you guys.
Maybe it's because y'all talk about drinking.
Something about Russia. I don't know. We don't talk about vodka.
Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't talk about vodka
I see
or
that,
what the fuck is that? Pop off or smearing off or none of that shit. We don't. Yeah. So, but keep them coming, man. Keep them coming. We'll keep on trying to give you guys everything you want to listen to within our power. So, any last words?
Nope.
Make jump, boys.